Well, good evening, everyone. This is John Rollins, and today is Wednesday, and so that means that it's time for our weekly Strive sessions. We know that Strive is strategies to remain informed, victorious, and empowered. And I am excited about our information that we're going to share on today. You know that we try to do this every week, unless there's something else that comes up. And our reason for doing it is to try to make sure that we're providing something that will be of some encouragement, something that will be uplifting, something that may motivate the members who are of the body of Christ. And it is a pleasure. When I was first given this assignment, I was a little reluctant because I was saying I don't want to do a Strive. I don't want to do a live video. I'm not all that crazy about the way that I come across on the video. Okay, but I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm grateful for those who are logging in, who are giving comments, who are sharing your thoughts and sharing the video. And also, I really do appreciate those of you who are with Pastor Mingo on Thursdays. This is an outreach effort that we've committed to doing until we go in a different direction. And we just want to again encourage those of us who are believers, those of us who are trying to live this life and trying to do it in a way that we believe will honor our Father in heaven. Okay, so our topic for today is they're not just words. They're not just words. How many of you remember hearing the phrase, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me"? Yeah. So here's the question. If they lied to us about that, what are some other things that they may have told us that were not true? I've heard people say that bones heal. They may leave a physical scar. They may leave a reminder of a close call that we had or a near miss. Okay, but they heal. I mean, when I was in high school playing football, I broke my leg. I went to the hospital. They put a cast on it, and it healed. Okay, I know there are other people who've had injuries where there were broken bones, and they healed. Okay, so yeah. They may heal. If they heal properly, our quality of life may not suffer at all. If they're not healed properly, there may be some loss. Okay? But we don't necessarily we are not disqualified. We're not counted out of the game because of an injury, a broken bone. One of the people that I use as an example so often is my grandfather, my mom's dad. When he was a younger man, he was in a car accident. And he damaged his arm. His arm was broken, and it was never actually set properly. So it grew back. It didn't grow back the way that it would normally have it. It actually was kind of withered. And but my grandfather was a person who did anything he wanted to do with one good arm. He had one arm that was fully functional. He had another arm that was limited in functionality, okay, but it did not hinder him in any way. Okay, so there may be some setback, okay, as a result of an injury, okay, but it doesn't necessarily disqualify us. We may have some type of a scar or a reminder of that accident or that incident, okay, but we still can keep moving. In fact, there are so many people today. A lot of our veterans, they come back and they are determined to live a good quality of life, regardless of the level of injuries that they may experience. Okay, that's the physical injury. Okay, but what about the mental and the emotional scars, the words that we hear so often that create so much scarring and damage for us? Okay, the mental and emotional scars that we suffer as a result of unkind words that may have been spoken to us or spoken over us. Okay, those types of things can impact us for the rest of our lives. Just like we can experience an accident that impacts us physically, that leaves us with permanent injuries. There are times when there are words that are shared accidentally or maybe even intentionally that create permanent damage as well. The sticks and the stones may hurt your bones, okay, but the words will hurt our spirits, they'll hurt our minds, they'll hurt our psyche. Okay, and so it doesn't have to be that way. That's why we're sharing this session on today. Okay, they're not just words. Our words have life. Our words have power. Okay, and we can choose. Like we have so many choices, but so many other things in life. We can choose the words that we use. We can choose to have words that will lift people up, that will encourage people, that will inspire, that will motivate, that will educate. We can choose those words. We can be very selective in how we refer to others, what we say about others. Okay, I think it's so unfortunate that that we don't give much attention to how we say things and what we say, and we limit the impact that we can have because of the words we select. I've already said that our words have life. The words have power. Okay, listen to this. I think you may find this interesting. Okay, hate. Hate has 4 letters. So does love. Enemies. Enemies. There's 7 letters. Someone shared this with me on this morning. Enemies has 7 letters. The word enemies, but so does the word friends. Lying. Lying has 5 letters. So does the word truth. Negative. Negative has 8 letters, but so does the word positive. Under has 5, but so does above. Cry and joy, they both have 3 letters. Anger. Anger is 5 letters, but so is happy. Happy is 5 letters. Right has 5 letters, so does wrong. Hurt and heal both have 4 letters. Our words, we can choose, we can select words that will actually have a positive impact on those who hear them just as easily as we select words that don't. Okay, and so I want to encourage you to make sure that you try to transform the negative side of situations into positive. I often do trainings, and I talk about one of Maxwell's laws, the law of influence. And he says, how do you become a person of influence? And what he tells us in that leadership training is that you want to be a person who brings energy into situations. You want to be a person who brings life into the situation. You want to be a person who has a positive attitude. If you want to remember people's names, he says, think about it. If you could choose between 2 people that you can hang around, one of them is negative, one of them is depressing, one of them has a sour attitude, and they don't remember your names. You can choose to be around that person, or you can choose to be around someone who is positive, who has a great attitude, who brings energy, and they remember who you are. If you had to choose between those 2 people, most of us would want to be around the person who's positive, the person who remembers our name, the person who brings energy and excitement, who brightens up the room. Somebody said there are 2 ways that people brighten up the room. Some of them brighten up when they come in, and some of them brighten up when they leave out. Okay, that you want to be that person who chooses the positive and brings life to the individuals. Okay, so choose the better side of life, that the statement said. Okay, so I was online and I found something that I found interesting, and I want to share it with you. It's from a website called The Empowered Mom. The Empowered Mom, and I wanted to look up. I went on Google and I searched for some empowering words. Okay, and she has on her website 50 words that would empower an individual. And I think as I'm sharing them, you will probably be able to feel some of the power that comes from some of the excitement that comes from these words. All right. So, I'm reading them in the order that she provided them. The first word was passionate. Someone who brings passion to their life. What they do it with excitement and vigor, enthusiasm. You can tell that they just genuinely enjoy what they're doing. Transforming, a word that you can actually envision somebody going from one state to another. Wellness or wholeness. Okay, worthy was one of the words she said. Radiance, renewal, thriving, purposeful, exuberant, energetic, brilliance, abundance, align or alignment, visionary, luminous, creativity, discovery, results, love, release, peaceful, growth, imagination, courageous, serendipity, grace, harmonious, visualize, clarity and focus, persistence, servants, philanthropy, faith, outrageous, prosperity, insightful, unleash, results, uncover, solutions, quality, power or powerful, compelling, exciting, accomplished, instantaneous, worthwhile, succulent. Those are 50 empowering words that we can add to our vocabulary, and then we can be someone who just brings life to whatever the situation that we're experiencing. Several months ago, I came up with this idea, and it was just, we can change our language. We can change our language, and we don't have to go into the dictionary and come up with a word that has 17, 18 syllables. We can use 3 simple words, and it can change our language. It can change our mindset. It can change our attitude. It can change our impact. What if your word was, I love you, I forgive you, it is possible, we can do it, we will survive, we will overcome, I trust you, I want you. These are just simple 3 little words that we can use, and it brings so much life to those around us. We can share them. It's simple. We can change our vocabulary. Okay. We're going to make it. I know that's probably not necessarily 3, but just change our vocabulary from something that hurts to something that heals. Okay. You are worthy. You are loved. You are precious. You are amazing. They're not just words. When we share those words with other individuals, okay, we can give life to them. We can give encouragement to them. We can give them a sense of belonging. I was talking with someone the other day, and they were telling me that they don't believe people listen to them. They don't believe people care about them. They don't believe people want them. And how much does it take from us to just go say, look, yes, you matter. Yes, I want to be in your presence. Okay, I'm grateful for the relationship, the friendship that I have with you. Okay, they're not just words. Your words, the Bible says power and the power of life and death are in the things that come out of our mouths. Those words, we can speak words that hurt. We can speak words that heal, but we need to remember that they're not just words. For somebody, what you say will stick with them for the rest of their lives. Imagine that you're the person who 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, somebody comes back to you and say, you don't know this, okay, but I was going through a really rough time in my life. And you said something that caused me to look at life completely differently. Can you imagine how fulfilling, how satisfying that can be? Can you imagine 5 years, 10 years from now, somebody says, things were going good with me, but I spent some time and I listened to you, and my whole outlook on life went from good to bad. And you say you don't give anyone that power. I understand that, okay, but that's the impact of the things that come out of our mouth, the words that we say. Choose words that will liberate people. Choose words that will undergird and sustain people, that will empower people. Choose words. They're not just words. They're words that can make a difference. Choose your words carefully. All right. Well, guys, this is John. Motivate you. I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying that. Okay, I am with Motivate You of North Central Florida. Okay, but we're here as an assignment that's given to us by Pastor Mingo of Jesus People Life Changing Church. It's part of our outreach efforts. Okay, and we want to encourage you. We want to encourage you. We want to lift you up, inspire you. Okay, there are 3 words that I have as a part of my of what we do. We motivate, we educate, and we equip. We motivate, we educate, and equip. I thank you for your time. If you heard something you like, add a comment. If you saw something that you think somebody else could benefit, share it. Okay, and remember, okay, and I close with these 3 important words. You are important. All right, guys, y'all be blessed.